Chris Draper, Brandon Burnett back on the sixth man, and we thought the NBA Finals would pretty much be a wrap this week. However, the NBA, and I have a bone to pick with you, NBA, you have manipulated this series. Yeah, I said it. It's entertainment dollars. It looks like you just want more money at this situation. And I'm not saying it's rigged or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But it looked like you manipulated the series so that it would go an extra game because I told you that Draymond Green is the Finals MVP. This is the same guy who leads in rebounds, assists, blocks, guards LeBron James, and is the third best scorer on Golden State's team. So what did you think was going to happen when you suspended him? But you didn't suspend him when he kicked Steven Adams in the groin. But when he kicks your precious LeBron James in the groin, guess what happens? He's suspended. Oh, and matter of fact, it wasn't even called during the game.
No.
Oh, no. It wasn't. LeBron basically, what did he do to him? He straddled Draymond Green.
Yep.
He stepped over him. I mean, this guy basically taunted Draymond Green into doing this. And I'm not saying Draymond Green should have put himself in this situation. He taunted Draymond Green, stepped over him as he was getting up. What's a grown man gonna do on that court? Are you serious? If you're a grown man, you're gonna let another grown man straddle you? Are you serious? Come on, man. You got a little more respect than that out there. I guarantee it. You're not going to let that happen. Draymond Green's not going to let that happen either, regardless if he's got another flagrant waiting on him to get suspended. And LeBron James, look, I'm sorry you can't handle trash talk or banter. It's been along for centuries. Welcome to the NBA. Welcome to basketball in general. They'll call you out your name. They'll use bad language. They'll do anything to get in your head to get you off a kilter. And I'm sorry. I came in here pumped up. I didn't get to say anything last week. I was in Baltimore. But I'm here again. I'm here this week. Six-man ready, and whatever LeBron James says goes. That's what happens in the LeBron James Basketball Association.
LBJA.
LBJA or LBA, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is right now on that Draymond Green suspension.
Well, yeah, you remember Michael Thompson said he would not have survived in the 80s.
Because it's bad language. I mean, I was listening to that on Jim Rome today. Remember that? Like, I was listening to Jim Rome earlier today, and I'm listening to Michael Thompson. No, not Jim Rome. I think it's Tiki in the morning. You know, Tiki Barber, the CBS Sports show. So I'm listening in the morning. They're asking him about it. And basically, he's like, no, he wouldn't have survived because bad language was so common back then. Somebody calling you out your name. And it's common on the basketball court. It's trash talk. So if LeBron James can't take it, man, are you serious, man? Big as you are, great as you are.
I mean, you remember, you've seen the video of the 84, 85, 87 Lakers-Celtics series where they were basically clotheslining each other out on the court.
That's what I'm saying. And don't get me wrong, that wasn't basketball.
No.
That was all out fighting, free for all. That was stupidity. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but that's how.
That's a precursor to UFC.
When you're playing this sport, you're going at it, you hate each other, so I understand it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not basketball these days, but trash talk is still there. Draymond Green's going to trash talk. It's what he does. He runs his mouth. It's what he does best.
Well, trash talk is something that it goes hand in hand with basketball.
I like it.
Yeah, it's something that's always happened in basketball. It's happened since so long. I mean,
since the beginning of time in basketball.
Yeah, you know who one of the biggest trash talkers?
More friendly now.
Yeah, you know who one of the biggest trash talkers
Michael Jordan.
No.
Reggie Miller.
Larry Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics used to talk so much trash.
That's the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they got in their heads. Dr. J
went at them.
Yeah, they got in their heads, too, because remember that 81 series, one of the only times a team came back from 3-1. And also, you know, with the 3-1 series deficit, wouldn't it be weird, you think about it, you know, the Oklahoma City, Golden State series, Golden State came back from a 3-1 deficit to take this, and then they're up 3-1 here.
And guess what happens?
But you know what? You never know.
It would look a little fishy to me.
Yeah, Game 6 could go differently.
Yeah.
Game 6 could, I mean, we could definitely see Golden State win Game 6. They won Game 6 last year.
Before we jump the gun on that, because that's our next subject about Game 6. What LeBron James says goes, and what I mean by that, anything he says in the NBA, I'm pretty much willing that the NBA will look into and do. I'm not a big fan of officials or anybody from the NBA looking at games after a game When it happened in a game, it should have been called then. If it wasn't, let it go, because the players have already let it go. But the fact that LeBron James, and listen, he was just talking to the media. He's going to do exactly what he's supposed to do in talking to the media. He's going to watch them at all times. He's going to see that. And guess what he's going to do? The media is going to ask him that question about Draymond Green when they got into that scuffle.
Yes.
He's going to be truthful. He's going to be honest, regardless if he's breaking any unwritten code or any unwritten rules in the league. And he's going to tell them exactly how he feels. And that's what he did. He felt like Draymond Green did something. Now, did he get punished? Yeah, he caught a tech in the game, but did he get punished or anything? No, because he hasn't put himself in that situation where he's got as many techs as Draymond Green. But should the NBA have reviewed that? No, I'm not a fan of that, because I asked the San Antonio Spurs with the OKC series when Dion Waiters elbows Manu Ginobili and steps kind of inbounds and breaks that plane, and they don't get the ball back then. So ask him about that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. With NBA players, man, I know they're a little bit mad. Don't review it. It's done. Let it go.
Well, the fact that they actually suspended Green 2 days after.
2 days after
Game 4 on Sunday, the 24 hours
we knew
before
he was
Game
gonna
5.
Get suspended. We're sitting there like, NBA, you're going to do this. We know it.
It's ridiculous that they prolonged it so much. If they would have actually have announced it that night,
Right?
that would have been. I think that would have been all right.
Draymond Green knew.
Yeah,
Like LeBron said it, I'm getting suspended.
Yeah, I mean, they held it in suspense, and it really went against. I mean, it really hurt the Warriors.
It did.
It hurt the Warriors.
It's like the WWE, man.
It really hurt the Warriors. Yeah, I agree. It was almost like if they go to Game 7, NBA's gonna get what they wanted.
That's what I'm saying. And see, you take momentum out of Golden State because you act like these players don't play with momentum. So they lose that game, and we'll ask, where was Steph, or anything like that. And Klay Thompson, my God, has he been on fire in that game. My goodness.
I think he's going to be the one, if they win tomorrow night, I think he's going to be the one who wins MVP.
I think Draymond Green wins it just because he missed that game. So if they win tomorrow night and he's even in the game, I think they'll give it to him because he's going to play well and he's going to defend LeBron.
He ought to be very, 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 very pumped up. You ought to be very pumped up.
You got Bogut just went down too. So NBA looks like you're getting what you want again. Another player down for the Warriors. Looks like he's out for the rest of the series. But with that being said, who wins Game 6? Who gets this game tomorrow? So I'm back and forth on it. I really don't know. My earliest prediction was Golden State in 5. I was almost right till Draymond Green was suspended.
Yep.
So the prediction now has been slanted just a little bit. Now, do I think Golden State can win in Cleveland? Yes. Pressure is on them to win in Cleveland, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the pressure is really on.
Pressure's on Steph Curry, MVP regardless of injuries or whatever, because we've been hearing reports about shoulder injuries, knee injuries all year. Everybody's banged up at this time of the year. It's the end of the season, but it's the NBA Finals. You got to play through it. You played through it in the Portland series. You played through it in the OKC series. You play through it now. You reap glory after this.
Yes.
You salt your wounds. You do exactly what you need to do after this. You rest, because it doesn't look like you're going to the Olympics with all that's going on with that, so it doesn't even matter. But with that being said, Steph, it's time for you to show up.
Well, this is the 105th game they've played this year.
Yeah.
105th game. This
shorter season's coming up in the NBA probably.
Yeah, this has been a long season for the Warriors. Warriors, had 73-9. They break the record for the best record in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
A 20-year record, they break it. But the thing is, with Curry, I'm going to talk about Monday night. On Monday night, he really struggled. He had some open three-pointers. He had some three-pointers he normally
very
would miss.
Open three-pointers.
And he wasn't the only one. Harrison Barnes missed some open threes.
I still haven't seen a Harrison Barnes sighting. Maybe one game. I think it was one
Games 3 and 4.
Games 3 and 4.
Yeah, he actually played well in games 1, 2, 3, and 4. He just played terrible in game 5. He wasn't the only one who played bad.
No, Sean Livingston didn't play well. Andre Iguodala didn't play well. Maurice Spates looked lost.
Oh, Iguodala had some open threes too, and he bricked the heck out of
them. And that was home court advantage. But I got to give it. You got to give it to LeBron James, and you got to give it to Kyrie Irving. Both dropping 41. I mean, that's the first time that's ever been done in NBA.
Kyrie is, if Cleveland wins this series, if they come back and win, by the way, they would be the first team ever to come back from a 3-1 deficit.
Oh, please don't give that to LeBron on his resume, my God. We'll never hear the end of it, and that'll give pundits or any LeBron fans or a media frenzy to be like, well, you know what? He came back from a 3-1 series, so, hey, he's the greatest of all time. Hey, You know what? We'll take away those We'll take away those 4 losses in the NBA Finals. He's 3-4 now, but that's a huge 3. He brought the city of Cleveland to finals. Come on with this, man.
You know what's so funny? Because people will be saying, "Oh, and Michael Jordan never come back for 3-1 deficit." I said
he ain't have to.
He never was in a 3-1 deficit.
The only 7-game series he went to for the most part was Chicago versus Indiana. Reggie Miller pushed it, and he went ahead and did Indiana in.
It was Chicago and Indiana in '98.
Yes.
And it was Chicago and New York in '92.
Yeah. But he ain't let it go that way in the finals. You can't manipulate the finals with Michael Jordan on that court. That's the difference.
Do you know the biggest deficit he was in the NBA Finals? 1 game.
1 game.
1-0, and they were down 0-1 in '91.
Was it Utah? No. You're saying 91.
And then the
Lakers.
When
they lost to the Lakers the first game.
And then they won 4 straight.
And then they won 4 straight.
And then in 92 they never trailed.
Nope.
93 never trailed.
Nope.
96 darn sure never trailed. They didn't trail any series.
Nope. Michael said no.
97 they went up 2-0.
MJ said nope.
Nope, no way.
MJ said no way.
91 and 98 was the only series, NBA Finals series that they had
trailed.
a
they
deficit.
Were down 1-0. He missed that game one. He missed that game winner in game 1. I think it was. It was a tight game. Utah Jazz.
Yeah. And then they went
in and out.
Yeah, and then they won 4 out of 5.
Exactly. So
it's just the thing is with LeBron. LeBron had a hell of a performance on Monday night. But I want to tell you one thing, Kyrie Irving, I think if Kyrie Irving hadn't played as well as he did, we wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't be talking about it because, I mean, the thing is, this is the first time in the history of the NBA Finals that 2 teammates on the same team scored 40 points. That's incredible. 82 of their 112 points.
Everybody else didn't get any buckets. Kevin Love only had 2 points.
Yeah, Kevin Love. I know he had the concussion in game,
Please, man.
But he's been awful. He's been.
What did I tell people? Looks like I'm right about Kevin Love.
I don't think he's.
I've been right about Kevin Love for a very long time.
His days in Cleveland are
numbered.
Don't
get me wrong. I think LeBron takes a lot away from Kevin Love, being that he hits the block at times, that he drives, and those driving lanes have to be open. And he's gonna kick. He's basically made Kevin Love a spot up guy. That's it.
And he's not a good spot up.
He's not the best spot up guy. He's better off picking rolls, picking pops, and he's better off catching it on that low block or catching it on that high post on the left side. So that's what Kevin Love's great at. But with that being said, who wins Game 6, Brandon?
I'm going to go out on a limb and just say Golden State's going to win. I don't think Cleveland is going to shoot as well as they did on Monday night again. It's hard to duplicate a performance like that 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
They shot 60% in the second half and was a big reason why they won. But the thing is, I believe Golden State is going to come out. I think with Draymond Green back, I think they're going to have a little fire under their butt. They're going to go into Cleveland, and they're going to win the NBA Finals.
Okay.
For the second consecutive year in Cleveland in 6 games.
We're calling it 6, baby. Golden State bringing it home. LeBron James fans mad again. Michael Jordan crying face on LeBron and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that being said,
if it goes 7 games, if Cleveland does win tomorrow night, do you think the Warriors will defend their home court, winning Game 7?
It's tough, man. That's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm. It's only been 2 times in the history of the NBA Finals that a team has won Game 7 on the road. And
the fact is, we won't even get to talk about it. So with that being said, if it does go Game 7, I'm not saying it does because we said it's going to end at 6. But if it does go Game 7, I think we could see some of those things come to light. I think I could see Cleveland winning just because of the momentum push. It's going to be tough on Golden State's floor, but I mean, man, is that not big for LeBron James in that moment? And they're going to do everything in their power. That's big for the NBA. The city of Cleveland gets a championship.
All the pressures on the Warriors.
All the pressures are now on the Warriors.
Yeah, they've got to win. I mean, I'm thinking
you don't want to come back from 3-1 against OKC, then be up 3-1 and lose it to Cleveland, a lesser team, as you've seen in these finals.
I mean, the first 4 games, other than Game 3, the Warriors looked like they were the better team.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, "Oh, this is going to end on Monday night." Mm-hmm. But things happen. That's the way it goes.
More coming up after the break. A shout out to Jonah McReynolds and Nate Perry coming up as well. And then coming up on the break, might talk a little bit about Steph. Might talk a little bit about Clay and the absence of Kevin Love. Stay tuned to the 6th Man.
Martinsville Family Dentistry would like to invite you to experience Zoom. Zoom is a customized whitening experience that's created to make you look your best, give you dynamic results with a whiter, brighter smile in less than an hour. Over 10 million people have benefited from Zoom professional whitening treatment and have experienced the way a radiant smile can improve their self-confidence and their overall happiness. Patients have reported 5 to 8 shades whiter smile in just an hour. Martinsville Family Dentistry is taking new patients, so stop our office at 25 Cleveland Avenue, Suite A in Martinsville.
Loan specialist. Usually that's someone who fights for your signature, then sells your loan to Never Never Land, never to speak with you again. At Martinsville First Savings Bank, we don't sell our loans, and we're locally owned and operated, so all decisions are made at 25 West Church Street in Uptown Martinsville. We've been serving the South Side since 1924. Proof that serving you remains our focus. For more information, call 276-638-8771 or visit martinsvillefirst.com. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
At Memorial Hospital of Martinsville in Henry County, we understand the power of home, knowing that Memorial Hospital brings the latest technology and the best medical professionals together for you, our families, friends, and neighbors. Right here in Martinsville, it's sometimes the best medicine. When you need cardiac care, time is critical. Our expert cardiologists are just moments away, meaning better outcomes for you and your heart. The best in care, the closeness of family and friends. That's the power of home.
Have you ever been so busy that you neglected your car? Stop by one of our 2 locations for a free 21-point inspection. We offer full-service oil changes, tire rotations, radiator flushes, and complete engine diagnostics. And don't forget, at Quick Lube, we offer a loyalty rewards program for every 6 full-service oil changes free. Quick Lube serving you with 2 locations, Ridgeway and Martinsville, or visit us online at QuickLubeVA.
Sign up for pharmacy text alerts today. It's a simple, easy way to refill your prescription. Simply go online and register at www.refillrx.com or download the app to your smartphone. Getting your prescriptions just got easier at Family Pharmacy in Stanleytown, serving our community since 1996.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Everything Outdoors, your one-stop shop for all of your yard, garden, and landscape needs. Certified Class A contractors and a family-owned and operated nursery, you can feel confident in knowing that you are working with the best. Here at the nursery, we offer everything from vegetables, flowers, trees, shrubs, and pottery to help you create your perfect outdoor space.
Project too big to do yourself? Let us help you out with a free estimate.
Whether your yard needs just a little pick-me-up or a complete overhaul, give us a call or stop by and see us at Everything Outdoors, 6211 Virginia Avenue in Bassett.
The Smith River Sports Complex has the entire sports community talking.
Facilities are fantastic. I mean, no matter where you go in the country, you won't find as good of facilities as we got here in Martinsville.
Everyone is just so friendly and wants us to have a good time here.
I've never been on the field this great.
We run the Cardinal Cup lacrosse tournament here, and we absolutely love the venue. The fields are great, the amenities are great, the concessions.
Kind of changed my subject matter on the 6th man. Me and Brandon were talking before we came back on air. We're definitely talking about where is Steph Curry, but you know what? Let's switch that subject. If Golden State wins tomorrow night, you're looking at probably Draymond Green will get the Finals MVP for the most part, maybe even Klay Thompson. However, Steph Curry probably will not get it for the 2nd year in a row. How does this affect Steph Curry going forward with winning any future MVPs? How does this affect his legacy? And what do we think about Steph? Do we lose any respect for him? Because for the most part, most of the leaders on their respective teams have gotten Finals MVPs. Most of those go-to guys, the LeBron James, the D. Wades, the Kobe Bryants, the Shaquille O'Neals, the Michael Jordans, and even Kawhi Leonard, being the leader of his team, have gotten Finals MVP. But last year was Andre Iguodala. He is not the leader of that team, and he was important. But I'm saying, if Steph Curry doesn't get the Finals MVP, how does that affect Steph Curry's legacy moving forward?
Well, personally, we talked about this off air too. I think that it just shows that this Golden State team is more than just Stephen Curry.
We've seen the emergence of Klay Thompson in these playoffs.
And you also have guys like a Draymond Green,
Harrison Barnes,
Sean
Livingston,
Andre Iguodala. Andre Iguodala, he's not a spring chicken either. He's been around a while.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes, he was the guy with the 76ers for a long time. Yeah, and then he came to Golden State.
The other AI.
That's right. He played with him for towards when AI was about ready to retire. Yeah. But no, it just shows. The Golden State team is very, very, very solid. I do think I have to say one thing. If you had to ask Stephen Curry about that, and if they win tomorrow night, I'm sure he probably wouldn't hurt him. It wouldn't make him feel too bad.
2 MVPs, about to get another $100 million contract probably after that $44 million when his ankles were bad. Under Armour, he's the big man at Under Armour. He's got all these commercials. Family's doing well, healthy family.
Oh, yeah.
Please, I don't think he cares one bit about it. However, I do think on that court, it matters. I do think for respect, it matters. And I do think for his legacy moving forward, and when we talk about him as one of the greats, because at this point, he continues to do like this for, 2 more years? How do you put a time limit on this? So he's got to do it for 2 more. He's done it for 2 years straight. Most people, they have longevity. You got Charles Barkley, never won an NBA championship. Steve Nash, never won an NBA championship. You got guys
Karl Malone
who have got MVPs and never won an NBA championship. But over an amount of time, they've been consistently great.
Yep.
Steph Curry started being great, I would have to say, about 3 years ago.
Yes.
3 years ago, he was putting everybody on notice.
2013.
He's done it for consistently for 3 years. So how long does it take for you to be considered a great? I guess it's more questions to be answered out of this, but does it affect his legacy going forward? He has 2 MVPs, but he doesn't have Finals MVPs. Him showing up in the Finals, which is funny to us because he had 25 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds last game. And for any other player, that's an awesome stat line.
That's great numbers.
But for a guy who averages 30 during the regular season with ease, as soon as he gets up out of the bed,
that's off game.
He's shooting 30. That's an off game. Shot 8 for 21, and normally he's the guy that shoots 15 or 16 for 21. So does it affect him going forward? I think so, just a little bit with those great NBA players who are like, hey, got two rings. Hey, got 2 MVPs, but he didn't get the Finals MVP. So how important really was he to this team when we all know he's just as important, because when he does have a bad game, you're borderline close to losing than you are to winning. But you got guys like Sean Livingston stepping up, and you got other guys that could probably start on other teams like Andre Iguodala or anybody like that.
Well, the thing is, I really, in that Game 5, he missed a lot of three-pointers that were very...
38 the game before.
Yeah, 38 the game before. He was great in Game 4. He really was a big reason why they won.
Sense of urgency, knows when to hit you with those shots, knows when to go for that dagger. And
well, going back to tomorrow night, they have got to get off to a fast start. They cannot get down big. They can't get down double digits right off the bat. They cannot do that. Like they did in Game 3, they got down really big, really early. They cannot do that.
Going back to that Golden State Warriors team, we've seen a couple of times that don't sense the sense of urgency. Think they can come back at any time, which they can, but it just wasn't falling for them in the fourth quarter of the other night. So I just think for his legacy moving forward with Steph, he's going to have to put forth a big game this next game. We need 38 to 40.
I think what really would help him out and probably take the pressure off him. Also, Cleveland has done a good job playing defense.
Double teams.
Yeah.
Switches on everything on the perimeter.
It is so funny. They're the first team I've seen that has actually done that against him.
Switch on everything.
Yeah.
Make him drive. Make him go to the rack. Threes are deadly. They've done a great job defending them. And I'm not going to say that, great superstars have to combat that. And I'm not saying that, hey, man, this guy's he's being defended by committee. I hate seeing these little posts on Facebook talking about LeBron James defending him. Yeah, for 5 freaking seconds, then he runs off the switch.
LeBron
you got Tristan Thompson here. Yeah. You got and you got Kyrie Irving here. They defend him by committee. Anybody that knows basketball, watch those defensive rotations on Steph.
Do they switch off on him?
They switch off on him on everything. They don't let pick and rolls. They're double teaming him. They're making sure everybody else scores but Steph. Best defensive job I've seen anybody have on Steph this entire season. And if what they're saying is, you know what? As long as Steph doesn't beat us, it's okay. It's the NBA Finals, but hey, Steph's not going to get off. We don't want Steph getting off. But Steph, even when you get wide open shots, you got to capitalize on those because it was wide open shots you were hitting. So I think you have to put forth a big game, at least drop 40. Do I think you'll get the Finals MVP if you win? No, I think Draymond Green gets it for the most part. So
I think Klay Thompson.
And he thinks Klay Thompson, but I think Draymond Green missing the last game, he gets it. But does this affect your legacy going forward? A slight smidge on that one.
Now, if Draymond Green comes out tomorrow night and he scores 30-plus points, I think he will get the MVP for sure.
But I think it affects him, man.
It does affect. It does. It's a big effect.
And I hate that. But you ask Steph Curry, does he care about this as long as he gets that second ring on his finger? Nope. Because he's still going to be the same Steph Curry in a, $20 million house, beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids, living a glorious life that we all fantasize about. And he's one of the top 5 NBA players in the league. He has endorsements with Under Armour. He's the face of Under Armour. He has endorsements with State Farm as well, and all these other things. And he's one of the biggest influences. Let me tell you how big of an influence he is, though. Let me switch subjects just for a second.
That's fine.
I started rocking Steph Curry's. I teach kids. I also train kids for basketball too. Slight plug, but I train kids for basketball too. And the thing is, man, I've seen these kids rock Steph Curry's. And I like seeing the I can do all things through Christ on his shoes. They're not on the kids' shoes, but they're on the adult shoes.
I respect that a lot, too.
And the fact is, these kids are wearing his shoes. So, slight little plug here. When you came at Steph Curry's shoes, those white ones, basically a lot of people are going to go get those just because look how much publicity you gave him off that. So
free advertising.
That's free advertisement and bad publicity. Hey, there's no publicity is always good.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Thanks for helping me get that out, man.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
That's why we're a team. We're a team. Appreciate it.
A team.
Yeah. But with that being said, man, we appreciate you for joining the Six Man. We've had fun with this NBA Finals every single week, and it's going to come to an end because
I'm kind of sad that next week's going to be the last time we talk about it.
Well, hopefully, man, football season is coming. Piedmont District is coming.
Thank
Magna
goodness.
Vista is coming. Bassett. We have it all for you guys,
the
man.
two-time defending Magna Vista State champions.
Exactly.
Trying to see if they'll go for the three-peat.
Might just go for the three-peat. Hey, and shout out to Jonah McReynolds, man. If y'all haven't read anything about Jonah McReynolds, and everybody knows in the community, you're familiar with Big Ronnie. That's his son. Jonah McReynolds. Man, I can't stress it enough. Watching him come up from a kid, I'm telling you, I've seen that kid come up. Got drafted to the Texas Rangers out of PH. That is amazing. And Nate Perry, shout out to you too. Hopefully we get these young guys on the show, get more guest time and everything like that. But Nate Perry, shout out to you too. Broke it down to 2 colleges, man. We're proud of you, man. Keep doing it for Martinsville, Virginia, Henry County, man. And
this has been a really good year.
It's been a good year for Martinsville, Henry County, man. And Roanoke, y'all are put on notice. Everybody's put on notice in Virginia. Martinsville, Henry County is holding it down.
Yeah, Martinsville Bulldogs win the state championship in basketball.
Magna Vista girls going to the state championship.
1 point away.
Carlisle girls winning back-to-back state titles.
Yep.
You serious? Martinsville's handling it, man. 6-man, Chris Draper, Brandon Burnett, and we out. God bless.
Martinsville Family Dentistry would like to invite you to experience Zoom. Zoom is a customized whitening experience that's created to make you look your best, give you dynamic results with a whiter, brighter smile in less than an hour. Over 10 million people have benefited from Zoom professional whitening treatment and have experienced the way a radiant smile can improve their self-confidence and their overall happiness. Patients have reported 5 to 8 shades whiter smile in just an hour. Martinsville Family Dentistry is taking new patients, so stop our office at 25 Cleveland Avenue, Suite A in Martinsville.
Loan Specialist. Usually that's someone who fights for your signature then sells your loan to Never Never Land, never to speak with you again. At Martinsville First Savings Bank, we don't sell our loans, and we're locally owned and operated, so all decisions are made at 25 West Church Street in Uptown Martinsville. We've been serving the South Side since 1924. Proof that serving you remains our focus. For more information, call 276-638-8771 or visit martinsvillefirst.com. FDIC insured, equal housing lender.